Yo, peace and high vibes. We live in the hive. Come fuck with number 9, man. We in this motherfucker. Feel me? We in this junk. It's about to break down this Shedeur Sanders shit, man. Fuck with me, don't fuck with me, bro. So this Shedeur Sanders shit, I ain't gonna hold you. I am the unpopular opinion when it comes to this. If you ask me, Shedeur Sanders 100 undoubtedly brought this upon himself. All right, let me show y'all this video.
You ain't trying to change the franchise or the culture, don't give me. So you should know history repeats itself over and over and over. And I've done it over and over and over. So it should be no question why an NFL franchise should pick me. You think I'm worried about what critics say or what people gotta say? You know who my dad is? They hated on him too. So it's like it's almost normal. Without people hating, it's not normal for us. So we like diversity. We like everything that comes with the name. That's why we are who we are.
What's up with y'all, man?
That video alone, bro, is it's the perfect representation. It's the epitome of why he didn't get picked, why he fell out of the first round, right? Because if you ask me, Shedeur Sanders in this draft was a first round pick. I think he's a good QB. I wanted him. I thought he was gonna be top 5, thought he was gonna be top 10, then he slowly just started slipping and slipping and slipping. Projected to fall down to my Steelers. I was hoping we would, if he was going to fall that far, I was hoping we would pick him because I didn't think he would be around much longer. But shit wound up happening. We didn't get him. That's not the point of this video, though. You know, that's not the point of this video. But he should have been a first-round talent. I think he's good enough to be that. But I don't think he's good enough for the confidence that... I don't think he's good enough for what he just showed. You feel me? Him saying, if you don't want to change your franchise, then don't pick me. If you don't want to change the culture, then don't pick me. I did this over and over and over. Like, that type of energy, I don't think he's good enough to display that type of energy. You know why? Because for you to speak like that, for him to, like, I remember he was rocking Giants cleats in the game and all of this shit. They was genuinely discussing which team he was gonna go to, which team he wanted to pick him, and all of this shit. Like, bro, who the fuck do you think who the fuck do you think you are? I honestly, this is genuinely how I think. I ain't gonna hold you. This is genuinely how I think. Because for you to speak like that, you got to be a generational talent, a Heisman winner, both in the same breath, not either or. You got to be both. Jaden Daniels, Caleb Williams, Joe Burrow, Lamar Jackson, nobody came out of college. These players who had all right and reason to speak the way Shedeur did, they had all right to speak like that. Jalen Hurts, they had all right to speak in a boastful, cocky way if they wanted to, because they really showed that in college. Shedeur didn't. He didn't show that. He showed that he's good, but you're not even the best QB in a weak QB class. So for him to speak the way that he did, I feel for him to, not even just in that video, I don't want to make it sound like I'm just talking about that video, because me personally, I feel like that's a representation of his overall energy. I feel like that is arrogance. People are saying, oh, they hate to see a black man with confidence. Motherfuckers love bringing race into everything. And motherfuckers, like, bro, they're in the NFL. They're getting drafted and scouted to be in the NFL. I promise you, every single one of them are confident in what they can do. If you can't play football and not be confident, because it is immediately going to show. You can't play a sport and not be confident, because it's immediately going to show. Everyone is confident in themselves, nigga. Seldom do you see arrogance displayed, though. That's not to say that some of them aren't arrogant in what they can do. You see that a lot of times in receivers. You see that a lot of time in DBs and running backs, point guards. But from your QB, You don't see like that for real. Like, especially before you get drafted. Maybe you might start showing your ass after you get in the door, you start getting respect in the league, but you don't see shit like that, bro. And if you do, it's from somebody who has all right to do so. I think Shedeur genuinely overestimated his abilities and he displayed a level of arrogance, not because he was talented enough to get picked as early as he wanted to, but because he expected his last name to carry. I think he was overestimating the amount of nepotism he was gonna get. I think he was overconfident in the amount of nepotism he was gonna get. And the league wound up humbling him. Because for you to not go to your combine, not go to your pro day, not apparently not conduct yourself well on these interviews, nigga, do you want it or not, nigga? For you to say some of the shit that you've been saying, and listen, the shit that they've said about how he conducted himself in the interviews, I can understand when you say, you know what, it's not proven, we wasn't there. This could all just be alleged in a smear campaign. I think some of it was a smear campaign, but it's not like if it was Jaden Daniels and they said that he didn't conduct himself well in the interviews, well, I'd be like, well, golly gee, that has to be a fib. That has to be a lie. No, I can't jack that. I mean, he just doesn't look like that type of character at all that they're describing. But if they say that about somebody who if they say that about somebody who acts like Shedeur, I'm gonna be inclined to believe it a little bit. It's very believable. I ain't gonna hold you. It's very believable. So for you to not be professional in the interviews, not go to any of the scouting events or anything of that nature, you dude, what are you doing, nigga? Like, why are you not going? Why are you not taking this seriously? It's because he's not the only person to not go to your combine and pro day. But the difference between the other players that did was I'm pretty sure that they were extremely talented, generational talent for real. Shedeur, I honestly think he expected his nepotism to carry himself in the draft, and that's what he was confident in happening for him. Not that he was going to get picked early because he was one of the best QBs, but because he's a Sanders, he's a daddy's son, and y'all just going to pick me. I feel like that's where I think that was his energy for real, bro. And then like for you to have the displayed confidence that he has, like you gotta, like I said, you gotta be a generational talent or a Heisman winner. And to me, he is he is the second generation of a generational talent that was throwing the ball to the Heisman winner because he said, like, even him saying, oh, yeah, anywhere I go, I change the culture, I change organizations. I, I don't know. I don't know. Because in actuality, your dad and Travis Hunter changed the organizations. Jackson State and Colorado, yeah, the people they talked about first at both schools was Dion, then Travis, then was, oh yeah, they got Dion's son throwing him the ball. Yeah, I forgot about that. That was really the energy, bro. You were the third thought. Now I'm saying this, bro. I'm not trying to sound like a hater. Motherfuckers gonna take this how they think. This is just how I see it, fool. But Shedeur, I think he's good. I wanted him to be a Steeler. I think he should have went in the first round in this draft. But I think the way over he over portrayed his confidence, I guess you can say he over displayed. He did this to himself. And I do think that NFL owners did collude together to humble him. I feel like this was definitely a concerted effort against Shedeur, 100%. Do I think that it has something to do with fucking race? I can't stand you victim mentality ass niggas, bro. Y'all gotta get out of that shit. Not everything is fucking race related, bro. Motherfuckers be saying, oh, they're doing this because Shedeur is a black man. My nigga, look at the league, bro. Look at the league. This isn't the 1970s anymore. This isn't the 1960s. All right? There's no barrier stopping black men from being QBs. It's not a fucking thing. There's no barrier stopping black men from being athletes in the leagues. We're actually the ones that people want the most. It's not a fucking thing. People love trying to put a race card. That's just mad annoying. It's not because, oh, they hate seeing a confident black man. Let me tell you, everybody is confident. Everybody is confident. You can't take the, you cannot, listen, you cannot play a sport at the highest of levels, like the D1 collegiate level, like a professional level, without being confident, nigga. Especially contact sports like football. It is a full contact sport. If you are confident or hesitant in what you can do at all, you're going to get bitched. You know how I know this, nigga? Because I wasn't confident when I played football. What do you think happened to me, nigga? I wish I could find a video of me getting put on my ass on senior day because a nigga was running. Nigga was like 6'1". I ain't gonna hold you, bro. I'm 5'9". No, not 6'1". That nigga was like 6'2". All right, that nigga was like 6'2". Jaw like Adonis, built like a motherfucker. 6'2", probably 200. Nigga was diesel as shit. On kickoff, bro, I'm on kick return, bro. If you play football, you just... Do I gotta show y'all? Let me show y'all, bro. This is a part of the video, too. This is a part of the video. I'm proving the point. Because I know not everybody... No, if you're watching this, you know football, actually. I don't actually need to show y'all this shit. So there's kick return, and then there's kickoff. The niggas running down to go tackle the return man. And them niggas just running full speed and full sprint, bro. Them niggas is in full sprint mode. Being on kickoff is fun. Being on kick return, while everybody lining up, you pointing out who your man, you know what I'm saying? You know who you got to block. I look over yonder. It's the 6'2", 200-pound nigga that I'm talking about. Kicker, he send the ball off. This beginning of the second half too. He send the ball off. Back. Turn around, find your man. This nigga is get out challenge sprinting at my shit. Fool. When I tell you, you gotta run full speed at him too. If you slow down, you're just it's force against force. It's just simple science at this point. If you slow down, the force coming, the object coming with more force, is going to overpower the one with less force. This is simple science here. This is simple physics. You know what I'm saying? Newton couldn't explain this shit any better than what I just did. This is simple physics here. And I slowed down. Boosh! Knocked my ass on the ground. It was raining. It was raining, bro. The ground was wet. I slid for probably 6 yards, nigga. I couldn't even get up. I got, what's the word? It's like when you get downed in Fortnite and you can't get back up until someone revives you type shit, nigga. Like I had no choice but to just sit on the ground and slide because I couldn't gather myself, nigga. And when I landed, I fucked up my wrist. So for the next month and a half, I was walking around with a cast on my wrist because I wasn't confident and got smacked on the field, nigga. And got put on my ass and slid for 6 yards. I tell that story just to say, nigga, you cannot play football without being confident. So everybody that's in the NFL is confident in what they can do. Everybody that plays D1 is confident in what they can do. Shedeur does not need to, you do not, in general, you do not need to yell, boast, and shout what you can do and why you're valuable for people to know that you're confident. You feel me? I'll give another perfect example because confidence is confidence regardless of where the energy is being placed. So if you men and women, if you listening to this, if you with a nigga and y'all about to go out, and while y'all are on the way to whatever the festivity is, that nigga's talking about, bruh, y'all already know what the fuck type time I'm on. I'm bagging Airy Jones, you know what I'm saying? Niggas ain't fucking with me today, bro. Hey, look, I'm bagging 9 out of 10. Stamp. You already know the type time I'm on, nigga. I'm bagging every bitch. Fuck is you talking about, nigga? Oh yeah, nah, bro. Me or you, every girl choosing me. I ain't gonna hold you, bro. You might not even. It's no point in even trying to compete with me, nigga. Bro, you gonna look you gonna hear that shit and you just gonna be like, bruh, like, all right, nigga, like, cool, nigga. Like, you do not need to announce. You do not need to announce your abilities to prove that you're confident. You just need to perform. You don't even need to execute to the best. You don't even need to have a perfect outcome. You don't even need to have a great result to prove that you're confident in what you can do. All you got to do is listen. What I'm getting at here is confidence does not need to be announced. All right. So people are saying they hate to see a black man with confidence. No, people hate to see arrogance. And people hate to see overconfidence. That's when it becomes arrogance for real. All right. People hate to see overconfidence and for a skill set that doesn't match the confidence. So because of that, that's why I think they proved it. I feel like that's why they proved a lesson to him. I feel like that's why NFL owners chose to humble him. Do I? It sucks. It sucks for the nigga because he's missing out on millions of dollars, tens of millions because of it. But he did this to himself, fool. He really did this to himself. I think the NFL owners did do this together. I think they did all decide on this. I do think this was a smear campaign, but he should have. I honestly do think that he should have behaved the way that every other QB and draft prospect does. Is conduct yourself like somebody that deserves the job. Conduct yourself like somebody that deserves the job. Don't walk in saying that you deserve it because I do. Look at the name on my back. Hey, this is what I want. Fuck with me. Don't walk in doing that, especially when you don't have the generational talent to match that, to make them want to listen to you. I don't give a fuck if you Deion's son. Nigga, you not that good. He's good. Like I said, he a first round talent. But nigga, you not that good, nigga. You not Joe Burrow at LSU, nigga. Like, relax. Man shit, yo. You not Burrow at LSU. You not Lamar Jack at Louisville. You not Caleb Williams last year, nigga. I ain't gonna hold you, bro. Calm down, yo. I think he did this to himself. I think he deserved it. And last thing I'll say is this is why I understand the NFL owner's perspective. Is that, bro, if you're an employer and you have 4 different candidates for the job, 2 of them, they go to both scouting events and they conduct themselves professionally on the interview. The other one, they go to one scouting event and conduct themselves good on interviews. And then the other one, the last one, it's not like he doesn't really have skills that make you want to bend to him or anything like that. But he is good. He's a candidate for sure. He doesn't go to any of the scouting events. And on the interview, what's put out in the media is a level of confidence that doesn't match his skill set. So you want to take it as arrogance, really. And he doesn't conduct himself well in the interviews as far as what other people have said. Are you gonna hire that 4th person? Like, let's just be honest, bro. Are you gonna hire that 4th person? I don't fucking think so, man. I don't fucking think so. I don't think you are. And I don't blame the owners for passing on him. it is a sad ass situation that they did that shit to him. But I look at the world as cause and effect, bro. I look at the world, I look at it like you got to take accountability for whatever happens to you, my nigga. Yes, they did concert together and do this against you, but you also gave them a reason to do so. Do you think, like, let's just be honest, if Shedeur didn't say that dumbass shit that I showed y'all a second ago, and he went to his pro day, went to his combine, and conducted himself well in the interviews, do y'all still think that this would have happened to him? Case in point. Case in point. And that's where I'll end the video, bro.